Hello, everybody. This is Chris, and I'm here to walk you through the Symphony Configurator on the Kirlin website. Symphony is our remote driver system that we deploy in a number of different environments, really anywhere where it makes sense to take the driver or the power supply out of the fixture housing and mount it in a convenient and accessible location that improves installation, maintenance, the longevity of the system, and the overall use and lighting design of the project at hand. Because it is a multi-part system, we often get asked, how do I know all the components that are needed to build a symphony project? And you can see here's an example of some of the components that you might need to provide DMX house lighting, for example, in a theatrical space. But what we've created with the Symphony Configurator is the ability to build any project and then immediately see what is needed to make that project a reality. So I'm going to go to the Resources tab, and I will access our Symphony Configurator here. And you will see a great photo of the Bethlehem Central High School auditorium, followed by a little blurb about how to do your configuring, and then the configurator itself. So I feel like I will configure the Bethlehem Central High School auditorium for this example. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. It's a real life project that used our Symphony products that would have benefited tremendously from having the configurator. So in this case, it's a high school auditorium. There is one room. We're going to call it the main auditorium. And there is one zone. It is a DMX zone. They used DMX controls throughout the project because they were using DMX theatrical lighting. They wanted DMX house lighting as well. Within that zone of control, I can add as many fixtures as I need. In this case, I need one fixture type. It's type C1. They used a 9-inch Kirlin Symphony cylinder, SSR 09620 at 5,000 lumens of output. There were 46 on the project here in the main auditorium, and that's it. So I'm going to click the configure button, and I will see 3 different options to download. The first is called PDF download. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and open it in a new tab. And here you will see all the components needed to make this project a reality. You need 46 of those cylinders, type C1. If you want to learn more about the cylinder, just click on the product number, and it'll take you to this page where you can access the spec sheet and any other information that you'd like to see about this Kirlin fixture. Now, to power that type C1, I need 12 power supplies. 11 of them are SYM-DMXPS-8, and one is SYM-DMXPS-4. Again, if I want to learn more about that power supply, I simply click on the pink text, and it takes me to the product page here. And that is all you need to build a Bethlehem Central High School auditorium, given to you rapidly and accurately here from the Kirlin Symphony Configurator. Now, there's much more that this configurator can do. And one of the things that it can do is it can create an emergency lighting circuit in your auditorium. So to do that, if we wanted to have emergency lighting from Symphony here, we would just create zone 2. It's also DMX. We're going to tag it for emergency. And then I'm going to add a fixture. I'm going to call it type C1-E for emergency. It's going to be that same 9-inch cylinder at 5,000 lumens. Let's say we want 8 of those to be emergency powered. And we're going to drop the 46 in zone 1 down to 38. So we're still at 46 lights total. That's all we need to do. To configure it again, take a look at that PDF download. And you can see now we have 38 fixtures type C1, 8 fixtures type C1-E. The power supplies required are identical as the first example that I showed you, but we've added 2 emergency inverters, EMI-21220. Those are UL924 devices provided by Kirlin, used in combination with a DMX relay to turn these 8 cylinders into an emergency circuit for your auditorium. So those are just 2 examples of what you can do with the Kirlin Symphony Configurator. I showed you the PDF download that will be output at the end. There are 2 other choices. You can download the PDF package. That will include the bill of materials download plus the spec sheets, the submittal sheets for any products that are referenced in that bill of materials. So it'll show you the spec sheet for the cylinder, the spec sheet for the power supply, and in the second example, the spec sheet for the inverter as well. And then the Excel download gives you the same information you saw in the PDF download, but in an Excel format if that's more convenient for the project planning and the work that you're doing in the prep for this Symphony project. So if you have any questions as you're building your Symphony configurations, please reach out to the Kirlin Quotes team. But until then, happy configurating.